Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. Last time we ended on this page here. This is my March April 2018 Fibonacci. So let's just get into it. So, Saturday we did go down to the Keys, just my husband and I believe, and we did go out and did some boat hunting. And yeah, he's really missing his boat and wants to get back on the water as soon as he can, but we didn't find anything, so yeah. So that was that. And then let's see, on Sunday, oh, before we left to come home, we had to go get all of the stuff that we wanted to salvage off the boat because the insurance company or whoever it is, they were coming that week to take our boat away. If you didn't know, our boat sunk at the end of February. And so we had to do that in the morning. And then I was just feeling like really overwhelmed lately because there's just so many things going on. I'm sure you could read it here, but like in the last 3 months alone, Big Handsome will have had 2 surgeries, and I'm filming this in May, so he's getting ready to have his 3rd surgery. Our dock collapsed, our boat sunk, my dad's getting married, both the Gems graduate soon, and Sunshine starts his new career. So I mean, just overwhelmed with good stuff and bad stuff, And then I was thinking that day about just all the things that need to be done, We have to get our pool resurfaced soon. We want to replace our windows so that they're impact windows for hurricane. We need to replace our back door down at the Hideaway. Of course, we need a new dock. If we ever get a boat, we're going to need an elevator or davits to put it on. So there's that. I do want to put pavers on the back deck. I mean, if they're going to be working out there on the dock anyway, might as well get pavers put down while I'm at it. And then we have spalling on the pillars. I mean, just so many different things that need to get finished. But at this point in time, I was concentrating on my dad's wedding and my Gems graduating. So this page, I really love the way that this page came out. These are just napkins. The borders and the butterflies are just napkins. So it was a regular Monday morning. Talked with my grandmother. I had to FedEx some papers for the boat, and that was a nightmare because I went to the one place and they're like, oh, sorry, we can't do it here. You have to go here. So I went there, which happened to be Walmart. I mean, if I had known that Walmart had a FedEx place in it, I just would have gone there first. But anyway, it was a long day because I had to go because each place was like at the other end of town from each other. So, but silver lining, I happened to be passing by the clothing section at Walmart, and I saw these really cute bohemian dresses, and they're almost like a smock, kind of. They're like long sleeved and they're like baby doll ish, super duper cute. So I went ahead and got 3 of them because I have not been shopping in I don't know how long. Over 10 years it's been since I've really gone like proper clothes shopping, because I really don't do anything. There's no need for me to have very many clothes. So anyway, that was nice, and I love the dresses. They're so comfortable, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on them because they are super cute. The only problem with them is that if it's a windy day, I am likely to have a Marilyn Monroe experience, if you get what I'm saying. Not fun, but they are super cute and comfortable. And let's see what else. Yeah, another beautiful day. Did laundry. This was a Tuesday, so I guess I didn't do laundry on Monday because I was so busy. So I did it on Tuesday, started dinner, which was corned beef, filmed a ramble session, but I never did post it. Yeah, I had tried to film a ramble session on this day, and then my sister called right in the middle, so I couldn't get that done. And then I actually filmed it on this day, but I never posted it for some reason. I mean, I'm sure I posted it by now, but I didn't post it then. And then I got on the phone with my sweet sister-in-law for 5 hours. Goodness gracious, boy, oh boy, can we ever talk. I do set her on like speakerphone so that I can work and be productive at the same time. But I love catching up with her. And we were talking about getting together with the family at my dad's wedding that was coming up in 2 weeks. And so, yeah, it was really nice. And then I did some chores around the house. And then this is the day that I started on my grandmother's Lapghan. I have since finished it. And I'm working on my aunt's Lapghans. So when I get them both done, I will take a run up to my grandmother's for a visit. And then I had gotten this lovely happy mail from Karen, and she sends me first day of issue stamps from Australia. So they're so beautiful. So nice of her to think of me. This right here is just a whole piece. This is one whole piece. It's not collaged or anything. I found it, I do believe, in a Paper Source magazine, and I just really loved the way it looked, so I cut the whole thing out. Didn't really have too much to say that day, so in the little blank spaces I did my journaling. And then on this day here, yeah, it was kind of cool out. It was in the low 50s, and I spent the entire morning on the phone, making appointments, getting the pups set up for boarding. And then I found out, remember like a few months back I had told you I was able to order like 6 different magazines, and I was so excited, for free, a year subscription, because of these points that my husband gets from work. And I was super duper excited. And so by March, I still hadn't received anything. And it said, it might take up to 12 weeks or whatever. So I was trying to be patient, but I still hadn't received anything. And I called them and found out the order never even went in. Nobody informed me about it. And then when I went to go order them again, the place where you get the points from was no longer working with mags for points. So it was a nightmare. But the girl was gracious enough to go ahead and resubmit my order. But here we are in May, and I've yet to see one magazine. So I don't know. I might have to call again. I'm not really sure. So this day here was a Friday, and this is when my husband, we got up at 4 a.m. and headed to the hospital for my husband's second resection of his esophagus. He had 2 tumors removed this time, and my kids were just very sweet, and I was so thankful for them this day. My daughter had gone camping for a long weekend with her boyfriend and some friends, but she managed to text me a couple of times at the hospital to just check on her daddy and see how he was doing. And then this here is like a little convos with my sunshine. It's a little screenshot of our texting, because he was at work, which at this point in time, he was still working at Applebee's, and I guess there was soup there, and so he was going to bring my husband soup home for dinner because my husband has a limited diet anyway, but especially on his surgery days, he cannot have any solid food. So we did that, and this just explains like the whole Barrett's esophagus, which is what he has, and that there are 4 levels to it. He's on level 3, which is right before the level of cancer. So we're working very diligently and very proactively to get his, stuff taken care of so that he can, so that we can prevent him from getting cancer. So, oh my goodness. Yeah. When we got up, it was a brisk 47. Oh gosh, it was freezing. So while I was at the hospital, I just worked on my grandmother's Lapghans. And then I had to drive home from the big city, which I hate, but my husband was wobbly. And of course, even him being wobbly, by the time we got back to where we live, which is like an hour away, he was not as wobbly. And of course, he wanted some retail therapy at Home Goods, okay? So then we came home to relax. And then here, these are just like little notepads that I had purchased, papers from notepads, and I just love them. They're so beautiful. And this one talks about how much I love my Phobo sisters on the Fobonichi Journalers group. And then this talks about how I finally made reservations for my dad's wedding, and we were excited not only to, obviously go to the wedding, but I was excited to see my family members, because I don't get to see them very often. And like my sister didn't need to stay in a hotel because she lives rather close to my dad, but my brother was coming down from where he lives, so they needed a hotel, so we stayed in the same hotel, and it was just really nice spending time with them. And then let's see. And then this was a Saturday. We had stayed home from the Keys because my husband had his surgery the day before, but he took me to the flea market that I had wanted to go to, and it was kind of a bust. So I did find some yarn though, so I was very excited for that. And then he took me over to Mike's because I needed rum raisin to finish up my grandmother's Lapghan. And of course, they didn't have any. So I ended up having to order it online. Anyway, so let's see. Anything else? No. Oh, I started a baby blanket, which I still have to do. I still have to finish. Okay, and then on this day, let's try to get through this month because I don't want this video to be forever long. Sorry for the glare. Let's see. Oh yeah, this morning I woke up really late. I was just so cozy. I didn't want to get out of bed. And it was a Sunday, so Big Handsome he wasn't feeling all that great because, of course he had just had surgery and he probably did too much. So, yeah, while he was resting, I worked on some pages. And yeah, I take the time when I can because a lot of times I'm really not in the mood, to be honest with you. So when I come in here, that's why I'm always behind in this book, because I have to be in the mood. So when I am in the mood, I just come in here and check out, like 4 or 5 pages. So, yep. And then everything else was the same: rest, Netflix, crochet, repeat. And then this day here, I had received my, package of ephemera, the ephemera pack I had ordered from Brooke on Recreations by Brooke, and I'll list all of her stuff below. So I had this little tag. She had the most beautiful box ever because she had painted a beautiful girl on it. So I did this little thing, and it's a little baggie, that I turned into a tag that has her sweet little note in it, and on the back it actually has a picture of the box, but I'm not going to show you. Sorry, it's in there. Not going to show you because there are addresses on it. And then I'm guessing we had a couch day this day. Yeah, it was a beautiful morning. The weather's been really lovely. So this was a Monday. Same old, same old. Yeah, I talked to Grandma. I washed and dried, folded, put away 3 loads of laundry. Filmed a ramble session. Finally. Oh yeah, I had taken about a week off of filming. I was really missing it. So yeah, sewed some note cards. Those were these here that I had done. So I sewed a bunch of those up and got my ephemera pack from Brooke, and it was awesome. Yeah. And then this day was a Tuesday. This is a poem I had. You can read it if you'd like. I had written a poem in here about my daughter, and she was graduating magna cum laude. You've heard all that 100 times because I brag about my kids all the time. And then this was a sweet picture of my daughter and myself, and we had gone out to lunch after we went and picked up her cap and gown and honors cords and all that. So that was a really sweet day with her. And then on this day, these little coffee stains here are a Tim Holtz stencil, in case you're wondering. It was a Wednesday. So yeah, same old, got up, had my coffee and computer time on the porch. I finally went and got my hair cut, and I got it all chopped off. And that makes me feel so much better when I get that done. Made more phone calls and appointments because that is my life story and my second job. And oh yeah, Big Handsome called this day to say that the boat had gotten taken away. And so my kids and myself, we all had like this group chat, and we were just sharing all these memories on the group chat and pictures of all the fun times that we had over the last 15 years on our boat, which is now gone. So that was a sad day. I baked some fresh bread for dinner. I worked on more note cards that I was sewing, and I coffee dyed a load of papers. That's why I have these stains on here. Yeah. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then this day here, like I realized that my right knee is always sore, but it was swollen as well. So I didn't know what was going on with that. I'd have to ask the doctor when I went in to see him next. And then this day here, yeah, I messaged with Brooke in the morning, got some laundry started, decorated some photo pages. It's been just a really, these last few months, it's been really hard to stay motivated to do my journaling. I love doing it. it's just hard to get motivated lately because just so many things were going on. And then my daughter went away again on a 3-day trip with her best friend, and they went to a place called Kelly Park, and it's a ways away from us. But here's a beautiful picture. I mean, it's just simply gorgeous. There's springs, natural springs, and just beautiful. So she sent me pictures of that. And oh yeah, and then Brooke and I ended up FaceTiming, and this was, I think, the first time we FaceTime, and it was so awesome to meet her and get to know her, and that was really fun. And then this is a gorgeous postcard that was handmade by a friend on the Fobonichi group, and she's so sweet, and it's so adorable. I mean, it's so adorable. Oh, okay, good. I had put a little post-it over the thing. But yeah, from my friend Allison, and it's just adorable. And she took the idea from Crafty Hodges. So these are just so adorable. I just love them. I need to make some more. And it was a cloudy day today. This was a Friday. So let's see if we went down south. Oh my gosh. No, we didn't go down south, I don't think. What I tried to do was I started a new series on my channel here called Quick Flips. And those are just, hold on one second. My dog is going to explode. Jackson, come here, son. Come on. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get through this month. I had started filming quick flips for those of you who just want to see what's on the pages really, or to see the layout of my pages or what I put on my pages, but not necessarily all of my rambling and yammering. So what a nightmare that was. I mean, filming it, obviously, it took all of 3.5 minutes, but then I wanted to set it to music, and it literally took me, I think this was the day. Yeah, it took me 3 hours to add music to about 5 minutes of video because I had done 2 of them. Oh my gosh. This is the precise reason right here that I do not edit my videos. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to sit in front of my computer and figure stuff out. So usually my videos are just, you get what you get, But I am going to still do my quick flips. It's just getting used to the process of putting the music on. And I'm just not tech savvy at all. So yeah, then I was working on my grandma's Lapghan. So is that the end? No, March 31st. Okay, here's some paper, and I've showed you this before. I had actually made some paper. Somebody had called it a patchwork paper, and I sewed on it and all that. And then this is actually a photocopy of it. So you essentially make your own scrapbook paper, and then you can photocopy it however often you want and use it as ephemera. So that was really fun to do. I needed to run some errands. This was a Saturday. Yeah, we did not go down to the Keys. My husband wasn't feeling well. Yeah. But then he and my son went to go get haircuts and go to the grocery store for a few things. I stayed home and got ready. Oh, okay, yeah, now I remember. I stayed home and got ready and had some playtime in the craft room while they went out and did their thing. And then when they got home, we all went up to town because my sunshine needed composite work boots for work. He has to wear, he has to wear steel-toed shoes, but you can get composite that way. When he goes through security and all that, all the sirens don't go off. So yeah, and then we had a nice lunch at Longhorn. And then we came home. And on this day, this was the end of my March, the beginning of my April. So I had an extra page. I just did a pretty springtime collage. So there's the end of March. And I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for sharing your time with me. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.